Facts with Sandra Ezekwesili.
Welcome back to Hard Facts. It's that time. You know, I like to do my own thing, my own way. So all of you that was expecting the old way, park, as they say in Nigeria. Yes, Ireti Bakare-Yusuf, aka CCO Gay. This is Hard Facts. And you know, at 4:30, I like to bring you a key interview. A really critical, important interview that's topical because things are changing in the country. New ministries are being formed. New ministers have been engaged. Yakety, 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 yak. So today, we're going to be talking about the creative industry. Koboko, those of you that tell me that you sing and song and act and oct. Yes, we are going to be talking about the creative industry. For the first time, the creative industry now has a stand-alone agency. Remember, before it would be arts, culture, creative and tourism and everything, like a melange and, you know, an orishi and orishi Russia. This time, we have a stand-alone agency. Now, many in the creative space are excited about that, right? We know what's going on with the minister. Do not call about the minister. This is not about our NYSC issue. We're going to park that. We discussed that last week. What I want you to do is to listen, want to know how and what this singular, the fact that we now have a singular ministry, a standalone ministry that is focused primarily on the creative economy, which is arts, culture, music, literature, yada, yada, yada. What does it mean? Should we be excited about it? We talked about KPIs earlier. What are the KPIs that the people in the industry expect from it? What should we be expecting from Hanatu? Yeah. I have with me two very, very important guests. You don't get to see them often because in theatre, a lot of people are shy. They're not doing all that glam like Nollywood people. They kind of go under the radar. So I've literally had to take a shovel and shovel them up this morning and say, come to the studio and talk to me. You can hear the first one. She's laughing. Her name is Najite Dede. Director.
Yes, ma'am.
Actor.
Yes, ma'am.
Theatre maker. Remember in the house, Najite. She's still there.
A lifetime ago.
A lifetime ago. Say hello.
Hello.
Thank you for joining us. How are you doing?
I'm well. I'm well.
Yeah.
Thank you for digging me up.
Yes. Say, I do dig them up. And I have with me makinde Adeniran. You would not have seen, when you think of Wole Soyinka, if Wole Soyinka, he has sons, we know he has sons, but literally, if Wole Soyinka had a double, a younger double, Najite, am I lying?
Better hair.
Go on our YouTube channel right now, Nigeria Info 99.3. You will see Makinde Adeniran, who is the president of NAN-TAP. Right? Makinde, say hello.
Hello.
How are you?
Fine.
Maki, as we call you fondly. The theatre man himself.
Thank you.
So
Thank
we
you for
have
bringing
a whole new standalone ministry. Everybody is excited about it. We're going to talk about that later. What I do want to do is to use this opportunity to kind of educate people a little bit more about theatre. Many don't know how to go into it. Even here, I've had people ask me, even in this organization, how do I get into theatre? Many who are listening have children who want to go into theatre. Tell us about your journey into theatre. And how did you get, why theatre and not screen?
First, let me get on
Go
why
on.
theatre and not screen.
Yeah.
If you're a performing artist, one of the core area in order to keep your art on is to be in the theatre. Theatre is a workshop for every performing arts.
Yep.
And that is why you have Hollywood, when you have a big actor on screen, right, as soon as he's done with that project, he's going to look for one other thing to do on Broadway.
Absolutely.
And if he's not on any show, traveling show or what, he'll get a coach just to reinvent himself for the next project. So theater is a constant place for the performing artist to be.
Yeah.
It's a constant place for any performing artist to be. It's important. That's why people like me, even though we do other things, radio, TV. I just got back from a location yesterday, but theater is my turf. It's where I stay, is what keeps me on. Theater is where I make the experimentation before I proceed. So this is why. And it's been 30 years plus journey.
Wow.
30 years plus, despite the fact that Nigeria is yet to understand, right, the role of theater, the critical, the need for infrastructure for theater. Because until you train your people, right, even Nollywood cannot be alive. Where you have 80% workforce constantly on learning on the project, learning on the job, there is problem with such. And theater is where we can really train the creative sector to really get the gains of the future. It's big now. So I expect all of this running about and all of that. But one thing I will employ us not to do is not to lie about these things.
Right. What do you mean by that?
Yeah. You see, in our industry, there are so many things that are not particularly accurate. And in my view...
When you say our industry, is it the whole of the creative industry or the theater industry?
The whole of the creative industry.
Okay, go ahead.
The whole of the creative industry.
Okay.
We have big potential, but our facts are not actually facts.
This is hard facts. What do you mean? You got to break that down.
Yes.
I'm coming to you,
This,
You're smiling.
Yeah, this is the time we really need to come out like that.
That's right.
Right? To be able to get, because it's an opportunity.
Yeah.
These NANTAP, National Association of Nigerian Theatre and Allied Arts Practitioners, NANTAP, we really worked for this to come to life.
Yeah.
As soon as the election was declared, right, NANTAP wrote a letter directly to the president. And we worked on this. So for it to come like this, standing alone ministry, it was joy, but we knew equally that it was time for real job and for us to put the fact out there as it is. We need help, we need funding, we need a whole lot, but you can't be deceiving those who will help you. You can't be deceiving them with data. You can't be deceiving them with the capacity of the industry. That is the way to get it wrong. So it's the time. I'm happy when I got this call this morning, right? Despite the fact that I have one or two things to do, I just shoved them aside and I said, okay, this is the time to really speak the hard fact.
Yes.
Yeah, I expect to leave here today and get calls. But it's expected. It's expected. I'm the Secretary General of the National Association of Nigerian Theatre Art Practitioners. And I know what load that is. This is the time for us to be the sacrifice.
Yeah. Thank you. Najite.
Ma.
Yours is about 30 years as well, isn't it?
About 20, going on 25.
Going on 25 years. Right. I need you to face.
Going
the
on
mic there.
25.
Going on
Yeah.
25.
Yeah.
Tell me about that journey. So if I look at the theatre industry, when you started to where it is now in relation to what Maki said.
We have made theatre, and Makinde can attest to this, in spite of the environment.
Say that again.
We have
slowly.
made theatre in spite of the environment. There hasn't been for a long time an enabling environment. Not when I started, and even now, it's only just getting to where we're getting a real look in. And I suppose with this new ministry, that is like Maki said, this is the first time in decades that we're getting a real look in. Any artist of any type, talk less of a theatre artist, has made their music, has done their films, has done their theatre productions in spite of not having an enabling environment.
Yeah.
And I think that's crazy. I think because maybe we haven't understood the real value of what your creativity does. The clothes you wear, the music you make, the theatre that you make, the films that you make, they're absolutely representative of your nation's history, of its present, of the image that you want to portray, of behavioral change. But many of us are only just beginning to get that inkling that this is how important it is. It isn't just jumping up and down and with drums. Most of the time, when people think of that, you're going to receive important guests from abroad, and then you send a whole bunch of smiling kids, with drums and raffia skirts. No, it's much more than that. The image that you put forward, the American dream was sold through theater and film. Fashioning what the Nigerian dream is going to be done through theater and film and music. Music is breaking out there internationally. But it speaks a lot that having a look at who are Nigerians, what are they about, and that is, and theater is the bedrock of it. Theater is the megaphone, is the sharpening stone. Yeah, where anybody worth their salt has their start.
So I'm gonna put the same question to you. I know you do screen as well.
Yes, ma'am.
You started in theatre.
Yes.
Why did you go straight into theatre? And what has theatre given you that you've been able to sort of use in your screen career?
You have the luxury. It's a luxury, and it's also a burden of time to fashion. If you're an actor, a character.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness! If you're a director, the whole play.
Yeah, we're gonna come to that. Yes.
If you're so everything, costuming, lighting, everything. You now have this workshop, this lab, and the time, hopefully enough time to fashion this thing out and make mistakes and say no, this doesn't work and that works, and now I have a whole thing that I can present. It's arduous work. I mean, yes, film, of course, it's film is a different animal entirely.
Yeah.
But and then you have this thing of when you perform live, you have direct connection, communication with real life human beings. People who enjoy music, when you go to a live concert of your favorite artist, if you're privileged to do that, it's a completely different thing seeing them live. Same thing, watching a dramatic piece or whatever kind of, even if it's just dancing, that energy you get, that communication that you get, that communion that you get live, there's nothing like it.
Maki.
Yep.
You said earlier, this is the time for us to tell the truth about the creative industry. You said you expect to be getting lots of calls. You talked about data. What sort of, when we talk about theatre, and I will put it to you, theatre, I call it, is often treated as the footnote, the addendum, oh, by the way, there's also theatre. Is that because the numbers are not there? Is that because the potential isn't there? Or is that because of the themselves? What is it?
It is because there are not enough infrastructure.
Okay.
That's why you are not seeing. If you go into Ajegunle, Bariga, Badagry, and all of that, go and check. Their numbers of practitioners are even more.
Yeah. Say that again. There are more of them.
There are more of them than whatever you want to say of other. Yes, the dancers. Do you know how many dancing troupes you have? People who already got themselves engaged. You can't count them as unemployed. because they keep working every day.
Right.
What they don't have is the support, whether from government or from private sector.
Anybody.
Right.
There are no infrastructure. See, across Nigeria, you have theater departments in the universities. You are all performing arts universities. All of us in Nigeria, first and foremost, that is our training.
Yep.
That is our training. Go and check all of the performing spaces throughout the Nigerian universities. Are they standard theaters? The training of theater starts from the rehearsing in a standard theater, because that is where you get to learn all those things.
Yeah, what are the state of them now?
Yes.
Yeah, what are the state of them right now?
Najite said something about despite all.
Despite, yeah.
We've made theatre.
The first thing has to be done. You have to train the people. Train them. The easier route to train people is through the theater. You have to create infrastructure, enabling policy. This is how things can go before we can get it done. So there are the people who are working, a whole lot of them. That is the reason the National Troupe of Nigeria was created.
Yeah.
For that reason, National Theatre came alive, even though not directly for theatre, but it was for cultural events.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was for cultural events.
We'll be right back.
Yeah.
Hold the other thoughts.
This is an infomercial.
Well, if you are out there and you think yourself a whiz with words, then look out. You could just become the next MTN CEO. I know what I'm talking about. Well, you see, the spelling bee, the MPulse spelling bee is definitely coming up for another edition, and they're calling on all spelling enthusiasts across Nigeria to come and showcase their awesome skills to win some awesome prizes. Now, you're probably wondering to yourself, what is up for grabs? Well, aside being spelling bee champion, there is up to 18 million naira worth of school grants, laptops, smartphones out there to be won. And most importantly, you can also get to call yourself an MTN CEO for the day. That's right, an MTN CEO for the day. You get to be that guy for the day. So all you have to do is go to mpulse.mtn.ng to sign up and get the opportunity to win big. Now, you get to practice once you sign up from August the 21st to September the 3rd, 2023, because the first round starts from September the 4th and goes all the way to 27th of October 2023. So do not be left out. It's the MTN Spelling Bee competition. You get to win, you get to learn, you get to play, and you get to shine with MTN Pulse. So head over there and register at mpulse.mtn.ng today.
That was an infomercial.
With natural crowns milk day, 3 crowns of milk. Healthy moms, happy families.
Do you feel frustrated when your Naira payments are not accepted on Google Play Store? We understand the feeling when you're unable to renew your favorite apps. That is why we want you to verve up and enjoy paying with ease in Naira with your Verve card for all your Google Play Store subscriptions.
Go ahead, ask your bank for a Verve card today to start making easy payments in Naira and keep enjoying all the benefits of the Google Play Store. Verve, enjoy the good life.
Wow, what's that? It's not a smell. It's a feeling.
Yeah,
Just like confidence.
just like power.
Like all-day deodorant roll-on.
Yeah, like you.
Let your essence announce you. Buy your all-day roll-on today from stores near you.
Hey, yeah, now Orabi, with Orabi, my teeth strong, my mouth is fresh, he clean well, oh, now Orabi, strong teeth Orabi, fresh breath Orabi, 24/7 with Orabi, strong teeth Orabi.
Give on our teeth 24 hours protection. Use Orabi today. Na Nigerian Dental Association. Tanda Gidigba with Orabi.
Get in on the action with Betano, your exciting destination for thrilling sports betting. Enjoy an award-winning experience with amazing betting options, cash out, and missions, as well as other features. Join now and get a welcome bonus of up to 100,000 Naira. Betano.ng. The game starts now.
Your party of life. Aquafina, your party.
Cheers to friends who push us to be better. The ones who genuinely want what's best for us and save us even from ourselves.
Your party of life.
Cheers to friends we can always count on. Our true paddies of life, like Aquafina Premium Drinking Water from the makers of Pepsi.
Your party of life.
You've got big dreams, but you know it'll take hard work, determination, and sweat to achieve them. That's why you need Dubai antiperspirant deodorant with 48-hour protection. Dubai keeps you unapologetically fresh and confident every day. Dubai. Sweat it, don't smell it. Get Dubai antiperspirant deodorant today. Dubai is endorsed by the Nigerian Association of Dermatologists.
This is an infomercial.
Okay, people, just before the main news, this is a very fantastic one. If you haven't heard, this is oneplay.ng is giving out away money, and all you have to do is dial *347*880*3# to get in on that, and it's 90k daily. You don't want to sleep on this. Let me tell you once again, it's oneplay.ng, and you want to be a part of it, dial *347*880*3#. And right now, let's go and get you some news.
The only station that puts you first.
Security apparatus that we have, they cannot be everywhere at the same time. Let every Nigerian be the first responder to whatever crime that is being perpetrated towards them.
You see, if government is doing exportation, I know that nobody is going to frustrate them, and they will create jobs for people, but they're just sitting down there waiting for money to be shared.
Your number one station for talk. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
Nigeria Info, your number one for the headline news on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
On the news headlines this hour, President Bola Tinubu has held his first Federal Executive Council meeting. The presidency has warned that President Bola Tinubu will not permit any form of failure from his ministers. In the same vein, we hear that the president is working with the National Assembly to reduce government expenditure. And as part of a broader effort to reduce cost of governance, President Bola Tinubu is freezing the processing of visas for all government officials seeking to travel to New York for the United Nations General Assembly without proof of direct participation. Legal practitioner Makinde Johnson believes that Nigerians are making a case where there is none regarding the legality surrounding the appointment of a core member as minister. States along the path of the River Benue in Nigeria have been told to brace up for possible flooding in the various domains. And even though Lagos was not mentioned, the state's emergency management agency says it is prepared for the release of the Lagdo Dam on the Benue River in Cameroon. Former Navy Commodore Kunle Olawumi says intelligence operations remain the solution to winning the fight against terrorism and banditry in Nigeria. In Ogun State, the police command has picked up 116 suspected cult members in the Ifo area of the state. Libya's prime minister has suspended his foreign minister. A technical issue at UK air traffic control has led to long delays in flights with passengers stuck on planes.
and at airports. And finally, prosecutors say they have launched a sexual assault investigation into Spanish Football Federation President Luis Rubiales. Those are the headlines. Stay guys. It is back to Hard Facts with Ireti Bakare-Yusuf right here at 99.3 Nigeria Info. I am Yvonne Ohaifo.
Stay updated with all the current news. From policies to politics, economies, local and foreign news. We keep you updated on all the happenings. Nigeria Info.
Let's talk.
Welcome back to Hard Facts. 0700 993 993 993. The female only line is 01465 7190. I have a message here. Good afternoon, Cecilia. Well done on the great job you're doing so far. Thank you. Thanks for always towing your own path. Thank you. In my opinion, I suggest that the government of the day should invest in this sector. Talking about the creative sector. Because as far as I'm concerned, some of them are the ones putting the US on the map. Kudos to your guest in the studio. That's from Mrs. Oboli IKD. I'm coming to your phones. No, remember, my guest, we're talking about the creative industry. I know we've just heard something on the news, which I think we're going to try and discuss if we have enough time. Did you hear what Tinubu said? We'll come back to it. If I pick up your call now, I hope it's about the creative industry. Coming to you. Hello? Hello? Oops. Hello? Ooh. Hello? Are you there? Hello? No. Okay, here you are. Hello? Hello? Oops. Call back. The lines are playing with us. Okay. Right, hold on. Hello?
Hello.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
What's your name and where you calling from, please?
Yes, my name is Tony Oshinake, and I'm calling from Victoria Island here.
Lagos, this is the Tony Oshinake. You would have seen him in
That's not
so
fair.
many
Friends and
other
family. Friends and family calling it.
This is Mr. Theatre himself. Tony, how are you?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Go ahead. What do you want to say? Go on.
Okay. All has been said by the two guests in there, but I just want to point out, especially about the theater, because I'm more interested in the theater.
Yeah.
As much as it's been seen as a owner of other crafts, it is also an enterprise on its own. It's an enterprise. One could choose to be working in the theater for life and not do TV or film or whatever. But because of the environment which did not enable such kind of decision, one would have had to go into other areas like TV, film, just to complete the salary. But theater on its own, I'm very passionate about it. It's also a passionate enterprise. And what it is lacking right now is passionate people who are interested in the business of theater.
So you're talking about funding?
Yeah, especially in the business. I'm talking about the business
The
of
business,
it now.
yes.
Yeah,
You're right,
theater.
because there's the practicing of theater and there's the business of theater. Yes, go ahead.
The business of theater is well driven by marketing and promotional
initiatives.
Professionals. You know, we need professionals in the marketing and the promotion of theater. People who are receiving salary and getting rich by it. An example. You would see Duke of Shomolu was not originally an artist, but he forayed into the business of theater and see what he's doing with it now. If we had more people believing in that enterprise, in that promotion and marketing, believing that they can fill halls with people, then we would have, then we can begin to say that theater cannot just be put aside or be put back.
So what you've said is, left to you, you would focus on theater if theater could pay you as much as screen pays you.
Yes, I would.
Okay.
I would.
Thank you so much, Tony. I've got to get you in here. I'm going to be calling you after this. You see, when I say Lagos, when I say theater people, they hide. I have to literally dig them out. As in, Tony, You people need
Yeah.
to stop hiding. This, like Mackin said, this is the time. We have a standalone ministry, right?
Yeah.
This is the
Yeah.
time for theater practitioners and the theater people and the theater industry itself to stand high up on the stage
Yes,
and
yes.
demand for their
Yes.
quota.
Yes, especially as Makinde also mentioned, in the tertiary institutions,
Yeah.
where it is, where it is legal, where it has been proved, to train theater students. The standard must be brought back to the schools.
Yeah.
And the only way it can be brought back is by crying out, is by the organization NANTAP and all other organizations crying out to the government and pointing their eyes to the universities that
Yeah.
these people are not being trained with all the standards. You go to the department, there are not
Yeah.
enough lightings.
Yeah.
The lightings are not commensurate with the modern day lighting of theater.
Yeah.
The halls are in comatose. You know, even good University of Ibadan, Lagos, all of them, they are not of standard. This is the time to speak out and let them know.
Yeah.
This is the time to work with the lecturers in the university to bring in these problems to the fore. Let there be a re-engineering of the theater industry.
Thank you so much, Toyin. Thank you so much. Thank you
Yeah,
for
bless
taking
you.
the time to call. Bless you too. Thank you.
Bless you.
Lagos, did you hear that? What have you got to say? We have, for the first time in history, a standalone ministry for the creative economy. I have theater practitioners. Between them, 30 plus 25 is 55. Between them, 55 years of experience. That's almost as old as Nigeria.
Yeah.
Let me come to you, Najite. What have you got to say to what Toyin said? Especially when he talked about the marketing and the promotion. So the business of theatre, which I know you don't like.
Yeah,
You like the
and
technicalities.
and I don't want, and I
That's
don't
it.
want, and I don't see why I should have to like it.
That's right.
That's one of no, it's one of the
It's true.
one of the banes of the creative space and the theater space here. You have people who are artists. I am
Yeah.
an artist. I'm really good at what I do. I don't know how to sell anything, and I don't want to, and I shouldn't have to. The people who know how, who recognize, first of all, who recognize art as a product.
Yeah.
Secondly,
Yeah.
who can sell such products.
Yeah.
Bearing in mind, hoping that they can sell quality art. We have a dearth of such people.
Right.
Those are the theater impresarios that you have in the UK and
Yeah,
in the US. You have
absolutely.
one or two here who are just starting. The theater, that's part of being a theater maker. That end of it. A producer, a promoter, a financier who see this thing. It's toothpaste.
Yeah.
Theater, like anything else, like film, is toothpaste.
You've got to sell it.
You have to sell it like
It's a
toothpaste.
product.
That's why I keep on using that,
Yeah.
that analogy, like
Yeah.
toothpaste.
Yeah.
Some of it cleans your teeth white, some of it freshens your breath, some of it does extra this, that. The theater has different types of versions. So, if you understand its value, if you actually see it as a product with value, and you know how to sell theater, where are you?
Where are you?
Where are the partnerships with the Makindes and the Najites who will make you great toothpaste? No, instead we go around cap in hand with the donor thing. No, it's a donor thing, and
It
after
is,
a while
yeah.
there's donor
Yeah.
fatigue.
Yeah. Thank you.
And God bless them.
But-
Bless them. Otherwise, we wouldn't have been able to make the theater that they have. But after a while, it's like it's a charity case, and theater is not charity. It
No.
is an
It's a
industry.
profession.
It's a profession. It's very real. It has its value. So when we can start coming together in that way and have people who will put their money in theater the way they have put it in fashion and put it in music and put it in whatever, and understanding that the returns on investments are slightly different, because for theater to make a profit, it has to run for a long time. How do
Absolutely.
you spend a large amount of money and just you want to recoup your money in a weekend? Not possible. But if you understand that, okay, you need to have a theater piece that's going to run, and we've had a couple of that, of course, a month or two or three. You have in the UK, first of all,
Years.
you can
Decades.
Mousetrap has been running 50. One
Yes,
play, the
one play.
Mousetrap, has been running 50 plus years.
Yeah.
People, I mean, artists that work there have grown up and had their children and died off, and moved,
Yeah.
and on and on. Lion King in the US has been on for decades.
Yeah.
Ipitombi.
Decades. You have actors and costumiers and all other people who have worked on that one project the entirety of their career.
Of their life.
I was on a project for 5 years. Just one.
Where?
That's Beatification of Area Boy. When it was first written by Wole Soyinka.
Yeah.
I was a premier actor on it. I was on it for 5
5
years.
Wow.
Going across the world. It can happen here.
It should
There's
happen.
nothing. It is understanding that theater, it's just like every other corporate business.
That's right.
And setting up the real, the process line.
That's right.
There you go.
Just like a factory.
It's just like a factory. You see, where we grow ourselves on this culture of cap in hand, kind of, I'm looking for sponsorship. You are not working at anything. It's a bit dangerous. Well, I won't blame people who are doing it for now because there is no policy on ground or it's not executed enough for that policy to help.
Yeah.
Now that we have a standalone ministry, all the theater companies, registered theater companies, must be checked, right? And helped in terms of capacity building and showing them.
You're already jumping to my KPI. Hold on a second. Zainab got something to say.
Okay, people, we've been talking money business. And guess what? Don't sleep on this particular one. It's 90K daily and it's oneplay.ng giving away the money. All you have to do is dial *347*880*3# to get in on it. It's every day, it's 90K and it's one play. And all you have to do is *347*880*3# to get in on that. We are still coming back for more. But in the meantime, enjoy the conversation on down.
So how many times do I have to do it?
Other than hard facts.
How many times so I can fund the play? Can I help?
Zainab.
Yes.
Lagos. This is hard facts. I know. Because Zainab and I do stand for conversations together. My other show on Fridays. That's why she said, you're still listening to the damn for conversation. Oh dear, she stopped herself. What's that she said, damn for? Lagos, listen, you've got to join the conversation. 0700 993 993 993. Female only line is 01 465 7190. You can send me WhatsApp on 0809 597 5805. What do you have to say to the conversation you've heard so far? When you've been to the theater, what do you think? How does it affect you? When was the last time you actually went? What do you want to get into theater? Is it theater for you or is it screen? Which one is it? I don't know why you're sending me all the alphabets in the world. I can't read alphabets. But you've got to call me 080 0700 993 993 993. Maki, I was going to say, so we have a new minister, right? And are you, first and foremost, are you excited by that? Minister and ministry.
Yes, I'm excited. I'm excited because I'm one that I tell everybody you have to give whoever is mentioned a time. You have to look out for what she wants to do and all of that. I'm first and foremost excited by the standalone ministry because it's the, I think it's the chance to blow the capacity as we are doing now of the industry.
So what do you expect from that then? Let's talk about this standalone industry. That's a standalone ministry. That's everybody, like the whole industry is really excited about. What is that expectation? What is it going to do?
It is the time to really help the industry in terms of its business capacity, its capacity to enable the country in terms of economy. Right. And it is not only about the economy, because you want to get the money, you get to train the people for it. This is the time to actually train the players in the industry, whether business, whether practitioners, the real artists, and to actually give It is a time to actually put policies that will help for ages. Because in Nigeria, I will tell you, the foreigners are making the money, the Nigerian artists are doing the work.
Start again.
Oh my
the
goodness.
foreigners.
What a surprise. You don't mean it.
The foreigners are making the money. The
Yes.
Nigerian artists are doing the work.
Yes, because we have cheap labor here. You get the funding abroad, or you get the money anywhere.
And you come to Nigeria.
You come to Nigeria
to
come
develop
and,
the show.
and we are good. I tell you that for
We are
free.
very good.
We are very, very good. Honestly, it's a pity we are not making the money we ought to be making. And this is the time. The ministry, this is the time to actually put every resources out there to find it out, to help the individual practitioners, to help institutions, right, the private institutions, and to help government in terms of economy. There is money. I always say this. I say, look, the culture of the people cannot die. It cannot die. And the practice of the arts of the people borrows its power from the culture of the people. And as long as the people exists, right, their art exists.
Yeah.
This is a fact, which means there is money in there. But if we don't work at it, we may not get it. You see all this excitement about standalone ministry. Whoa. We have to work at it.
We have to work at it.
If we are not working at it, we ain't going to get nothing.
So, where does NANTAP come into that? Because you are.
Yep.
I call you the president. You keep calling it general secretary. Whatever.
Secretary General.
Bro is both of them. Where does NANTAP come? In fact, first and foremost, tell us what NANTAP does, because I'm sure many people have never heard of it. And this is important.
NANTAP is registered under the Land Perpetual Act, the
Okay.
only professional organization so registered in Nigeria. NANTAP was registered 33 years ago, right? And the operation of NANTAP is to engage government in terms of policy for the practice in terms of welfare. And welfare has different categories.
Right.
It is not welfare only in terms of what you earn. It is equally welfare in terms of practice, how it goes and all of that. This is it. And NANTAP is fashioned constitutionally to operate through guilds. There are some guilds existing now that comes from NANTAP.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yes, so many of them. Even though Nigeria is a place where so many people want to build their own kingdom, even without people. Yeah, that's what we see going on all around. But the fact remains that, look, NANTAP is doing the work of policy. Yeah, we may be a bit conservative, as you have said, right? We are conservative because
you're under the radar.
Yeah, because we've studied. But when you get into government,
yes,
the right places, they will tell you what NANTAP is all about.
So tell us some of the things that you've done, some of the key changes that you are forced, and NANTAP has forced into the space.
As it is today, that you have all this organization, the association here and there, it is the singular effort of NANTAP.
Okay.
Because we give the space, right? Where we need to help, we help, right? And there is now the industry players are trying to come together. There is that one going on, which they talk every time. NANTAP is a strong advocate of that and a strong member in that. And what we have pointed often is, look, we have to have the courage to always speak to government in terms of policy, hold them to this. And this is why the standalone ministry thing became this quick, because at some point they all came together. And yes, right. And I believe if the government is wise enough, I believe they will engage the industry, not the way the former ministry engaged it, because he engaged it in such a way that nothing was gained out of that. You know, you can't engage the industry keeping one under, keeping one. No, it is not about that. And that NANTAP is ensuring.
When you say keep one under, so you're saying putting Nollywood above theatre, right? Is that what you're saying?
This
is hard facts.
If it is putting Nollywood above theatre, not exactly. It's
What
about
is it?
individual.
Right.
Getting some individual who perchance are not really the game players in the industry.
Right.
But because, well, they've done one thing or
Man,
the
no
other.
man.
Yeah, you get what I'm saying. We have to stop all of that. NANTAP is ensuring that in the industry, we are cleaning up. We are helping other guilds, other this thing to clean up. That this is the time to come together. If the government is wise enough, the new ministry must know that it is not about who I know or contact the associations, contact the credible ones and work with them. That is the only way it can work. That is the only way they can get good enough marks out of what they have created or the money. And most importantly, the industry must be empowered. Capacity building and infrastructure. And it is only policy that engenders structure. Structure then brings about infrastructure.
Right.
Until these ones are laid out, it may be very hard to begin to say you want to get the money from the industry. Process. It's important.
Excellent. We're going to come. Look, I have a message here from Shopawale. Some people are reliving their old times. Says, as someone who did theatre course in school and also a Christian drama minister, I would choose theatre. I find better expression on stage than on screen. Sit down and watch a good theatre production. You will choose theatre above movie production. I am sure. That's from Shopawale in Surulere. Somebody's giving away money again. And again, and again, and he's wearing an orange t-shirt.
well, typically, yes, it should be what I do, but all I'm here to do is just announce I'm not the one giving away money. It's oneplay.ng that is actually putting money in people's pockets, and they will be doing it in spite of whatever mood you are in. All you have to do is pick up your phone and dial *347*880*3#. That will cost you only 200 naira from your phone. That is 200. That is 200 naira from your phone. Well, the process is not that quite simple, but I'm here to just enumerate what it will take. Here goes. So all you have to do is pick up your phone and dial *347*880*3#, and then you will get a prompt that asks you to specify the number of entries that you want to play for. That is from 1 to 10. Select a number, then choose your bank. Press 1 to continue, and just like that, you will get an SMS giving you specific instructions on how to make your payment. Now, once you make that payment and your transaction is complete, just like that, you are in the draws. And for these draws, will be happening on any of these three shows. What's Up Lagos at 11:15. It will be happening till 11:25 a.m. That is from Monday through to Friday. Game On from 8:15 to 8:25 p.m. It will be happening from Mondays through to Fridays. And the chat station from 10:15 to 10:25 p.m. It will be happening from Mondays to Fridays. I remember it's a system that gets to pick your number, so if it doesn't happen for you, it's not the OAP's fault by any stretch of imagination. Remember to play responsibly, and while you play, make sure you are above the age of 18, because we don't do children over here. Remember, once again, the code is *347*880*3#. It will cost you 200 naira from your phone, and just like that, you get to be one of the people who in Nigeria who will be smiling, at least for today.
That was an infomercial.
Hello? 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 Yes, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yes.
My name is Edward.
Edward, you literally have 40 seconds. Go ahead.
What did you say?
Go ahead. You have 40 seconds before we go to another break.
Okay, can I come back? Let me call back.
Okay, all right. Please call me back. Thank you so much.
Babe, let's go grab a drink now.
Oh, this woman. Go alone now. I'm very tired.
You better come, Joe. I'm buying my favorite yogurt for myself.
Oh, shit. Let's go there.
I can bet you're also buying Nutri-Yo.
Before, uncle, with its delicious, thick and creamy taste, I cannot resist my desire for Nutri-Yo.
Mr. Nutri-Yo. I'm sure buying the strawberry flavor.
So you said like better thing? Me, I want the plain sweetened flavor, I beg.
I just knew it. The same flavor my baby brother loves, just that his own is the kiddies pack.
Sure, boy. That's why it's my guy.
Nutri-Yo, my yogurt irresistible. Available in 500, 400, and 125 ml. A quality product of Seaway.
Uncle Dentist, what are cavities? And how does Colgate protect my teeth from cavities? Does it use Kung Fu?
No, dear. Most tooth pains are caused by tooth holes called cavities. When you brush daily with Colgate Maximum Cavity Protection, its expert formula locks natural calcium in our teeth and helps protect them from cavities.
It's time to upgrade to the world's most chosen toothpaste, Colgate, because Colgate locks calcium in.
Colgate is recommended by the Nigerian Dental Association.
This house will implement spending cuts on household essentials. First, cable subscription from premium to standard. Now, 3 crowns milk from...
Don't touch us, 3 crowns milk, oh.
Why?
Mom sacrifices a lot, and 3 crowns milk nourishes mom so that she can support our family.
Moms are our treasures beyond measure. So treasure mom with low cholesterol 3 crowns milk today. 3 crowns milk. Healthy moms, happy families.
Moves must be made. My people just to work hard. Dreams and challenges motivate us. But sometimes when the journey gets tiring, all we need is something to push our limits.
Reactor energy you need to push your limits. Push your limits.
Ernesto!
Oga, wetin happen? I don send her go market. Abi dey owe you money.
Oga pharmacy, no be your boy I dey call jare. I dey ask for NS liver salt, medicine wey dey comot any yamayama discomfort for person belle, whether na heartburn, constipation or even indigestion o. NS liver salt get lemon, orange and other correct flavors. With NS liver salt, belle go dey balance. Oya Oga pharmacy, sama me one make I go enjoy.
NS Liver Salt, the medicine where they make your belle kulele. Rush and tiny pharmacy, go buy your own now.
Now product of Nescam Pharmaceutical Limited.
No matter what I do, you love me unconditionally. You show up for me every day, no matter when I show you.
A mother's love is unconditional. Nothing serves this love better than a bowl of Indomie. So, show some love with Indomie.
Do you run a business, whether big or small? Listen to this. Now is giving out the Lamborghini to one lucky business owner in December. Awesome news, right? Well, how to win? Simple as ABC. Download and sign up on MyBees by now. Perform 30 transactions every month and earn 1 ticket every month to the Lamborghini raffle draw in December. MyBees by now is a reliable payment acceptance solution suitable for all merchants. With MyBees by now, you are guaranteed fast payment notification, multiple reliable payments channels, bank transfer, scan to pay, fast customer service, and so much more. So remember to Puga in a Lambo. All you need to do again is download and sign up on MyBees by now. Perform 30 transactions every month and earn 1 ticket every month to the Lamborghini raffle draw in December. What are you waiting for? Go now. Terms and conditions apply. Receive payment fast. Choose MyBees by now. The new way to bank.
I need to get a job that is paying properly. You know, something that can be life-changing. Why are you eating like this does not affect you too?
It doesn't affect me in any way. I'm starting my IT program in 2 weeks, and when I'm done with this school, guess who would be living a dream life? Me.
You are not serious. How are you going to attend your classes while working?
I am, Samuel. IT has made it so easy to learn with flexible schedules and life help.
Really?
When I found IT, I knew I had my solution to a much better life. It's a tech school that can train me to learn the skills to get tech jobs anywhere in the world and get paid big time.
Wow.
Okay, they play. Wait there while I learn how to design AI to take your job.
Excuse me, guys. Boss, we are going back to the office now. That is not why I'm here. Lola, I have a daughter that just graduated and a son in university. Can they get into this AITI?
Of course, sir. Just visit www.aiti.ng or call 080-0000-2484 to get started.
Your party of life. Aquafina, your party.
Cheers to friends who push us to be better. The ones who genuinely want what's best for us and save us even from ourselves.
Your party of life.
Cheers to friends we can always count on. Our true paddies of life, like Aquafina Premium Drinking Water from the makers of Pepsi.
Your party of life. Hey yeah, now Rabi, with Orabi, but it's strong, my mouth is fresh, it clean well oh, now Orabi, strong it Orabi, fresh spread Orabi, 24/7 with Orabi, strong it Orabi.
Give on our teeth 24 hours protection. Use Orabi today. Na Nigerian Dental Association. Tanga Gidigba with Orabi.
Babe, you barely eating anything. What's wrong?
I'm trying to be careful because I'm not sure of the facilities here.
Oh, I understand. But don't worry. Ernest is your guy.
Ernest? Who's Ernest?
Ernest Liver Salt is your ultimate run-to product that gives fast and effective relief from heartburn, constipation, and indigestion. It dissolves fast and works even faster. It comes in delicious orange, lemon, and plain flavors.
In that case, waiter!
Ernest Liver Salt, your surefire solution to stomach discomfort. Available in all pharmacies nationwide.
If you're Nine Mobile, then you're most definitely enjoying ridiculously affordable data. Like 4.2 gigabytes for only 1,000 naira. 1K, hold on, you also get 6.5 gigabytes for 1,200 naira. And 9.5 gigabytes at guess how much? 2,000 naira. Come on, guys. Join Nine Mobile now or dial *301# to choose from our affordable and reliable data plans to express yourself freely on Niger's confirmed network. Nine Mobile. Here for you, here for Naija.
See as plenty motor and people full everywhere. But only you fit dey your lane, sha, because you go get music wey you need for this go slow. Increase the volume, Joe. Carry go with correct gbedu wey be your own. Oya, download Spotify for free now.
99.3 Nigeria Info, your number one station for talk. Let's talk.
Welcome back to Hard Facts. My name is Ireti Bakare-Yusuf. I'm coming to your calls now. Hello?
This is Edward Piper Jukwa back again.
Edward, how are you?
I'm good. You know, I said I was going to hang up and call back.
Yes, you did. Go ahead.
Good. Now, Ireti, I've been following you for a while now.
Mhm.
You are a lady with a hustle, right from the days of Smooth FM.
Yes.
On the internet to where you are.
Yes.
So I know you very well.
Okay.
So it's a privilege speaking with you.
Oh, thank you.
Now, yes, and I always admire the kind of guests you bring on the platform. But Ireti, listen to me.
Yes, sir.
I want you, from your learned background, go and do your investigation.
Mm-hmm.
Someone mentioned the individual artists are the artists in Nigeria are the laborers. The foreigners are making the money. I totally agree.
Mm-hmm.
But I want to jump in there. I want to interject there.
Go ahead.
Why is it that it is a strong individualistic drive, not a collective association thing?
Good question.
That's a big question.
I will let him answer that. He's here. The person that said that is marking, he can hear you.
Yes. Good. Now listen to me and listen attentively.
Yes.
Did you know that way back during Sir Jonathan's presidency, he pushed out billions of naira to these same associations? What happened? There's too much fighting among themselves. The gentleman there should be very sincere with what I'm talking about.
Yes,
Except
he will
this
speak
new-
after. Well, after you're done, I'll get him to speak on
Yes,
this.
I said maybe now they want to change things. I believe in recalibration.
Yes, sir.
Right? But why individuals are the ones driving both the movie and the entertainment industry is because they are not association. Look, I am a member of the Institute of African and Diaspora Studies. It's a collaboration between the West Indies, Caribbean, and Nigeria. It's a new research stuff in Nigeria, right? I'm a member. I'm a pioneering member. And the small Jamaica that I know have an organized association. That you don't need to be begging the government to come and identify with you. They will just come naturally.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm trying to say. Yes. Thanks so much.
Sir, before you go, let me let Makin talk to you. Makin.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay, I'm on it. Okay.
Go ahead, Makin.
Thank you so much. It is there is nothing. It's the truth. It was much about the individuals, and that's what I was trying to get to the other time when I was talking. You have so many people building their own kingdoms. They don't want to get into the collective, right?
Yeah.
But gradually that is becoming a thing of the past. Because
I'm happy. I'm glad.
Yes, it's gradually becoming a thing of the past. That is not to say we don't have them still, but at least we have recognized that fact, right? And the associations, the collective are working so hard to push it down. Of course, like they say, corruption will fight back.
Yeah,
they are fighting back. And that is the reason for this kind of programs, for this kind of airing. That is the reason for it. We have to keep speaking up.
Good. But Ireti,
yes,
very quickly, if I leave you, right?
Yes.
I am so glad he responded and he agreed that I am right.
Of course.
And Ireti, I'm going to be on my toes. I'm a room field person. I come from the research background. You are a letter person. I'm going to do the work with you. I'm going to go to the field and continue following them up.
You know what I need you to do? Send me a DM at Sisi Ogelagos. I really, really want that. At Najite Dede also wants you to send her a DM. And at Makinde, is that your IG?
Yes.
Yeah, at Makinde Adeniran.
Yes.
At Makinde Adeniran. Send us a DM. I'm particularly interested in that research group you mentioned.
No, your DM, where? Is it Facebook or
Instagram. I'm not on
Instagram.
Instagram.
Okay, Instagram.
Yeah,
Okay.
send me a DM with the details. Yes, sir. At Sisi Ogelagos. Sisi Ogelagos, one word.
Right.
At Najite Dede, one word. At Makinde dot Adeniran.
You link them up.
Yeah, I will.
All right. God bless you. Take care. Bye-bye.
God bless you too, sir. Thank you so much.
All right.
Right. So,
something in here.
go
I'd
on.
like to say something. Okay, Lagos, do not forget, oneplay.ng is giving away money. All you have to do is dial *347 *880 *3# to get in on it. It's 90K daily, and you want to be a part of that. People have been winning, and they've been saying cool things about it, so you don't want to miss out. Oneplay.ng is giving away money. All you have to do is dial *347 *880 *3#. Don't sleep on this.
Okay, we're back talking the creative industry. This is still hard fact. You've heard so many things here. Najita, you wanted to say something.
I wanted to say something about for the moving from the artist's point of view.
Yeah.
What do you want
As an actor, as a costumer, as a filmmaker, as
a lighting
designer, as a promoter, as a producer, blah blah blah. You want quality work done.
Yeah.
You want to be paid.
Yeah.
You want to make a living. You want your respect. Great. Or maybe that's what that's what I want.
That's what
do you want the ministry or the infrastructure or the structure to do for you? Now, what are you bringing into this? The Edward, the phone caller, was talking about why it's such an individualistic thing. Well, we live in an environment where modest aspirations are not supported. It's a really, you have to have quintillions in this country to just have the basics.
Yeah.
Now, if we can get to that place where the individual can see where the collective good works for the individual and back and forth.
Yeah.
If you have yours, I'll have mine. and if I have mine, you'll have yours.
And we're
that,
all okay.
That will affect any industry.
Yeah.
Any type of creative work. Any type of work. Talk to us of creative work. So, if we can get to the place where you can see what's in it for you because you're part of a group, because a group is stronger. What does that group stand for? Is it for quality? Is it for integrity? Yes, and it makes sense to join that thing. Yeah, you, Mr. Makinde Adeniran, were the one that convinced me, because I worked for many years as a theatre arts practitioner. I'm not a member of NANTAP. I couldn't see what were they doing for me.
Yeah.
But he made it very clear to me that, like anything, it's a game of numbers. If you don't have enough of you who believe in the things that you believe in that group, the people that you consider the quote-unquote bad guys, if there are more of them and they're in charge, they will make decisions for you.
Okay.
It's as simple as that.
I get what you're saying.
So if you want a situation where you don't have to blow to make a living as an artist, because there are
and that is the thing. People don't realize that there is such a thing as making a living. A life living without being a celeb. Or blowing.
Yeah,
off,
if you don't,
as they say.
why? Because the thing is that
blow.
Here, you have to blow before you can make a decent living. In other countries where you
can
have
just be a
structures,
professional.
You are an actor, you are a singer, you are a music teacher, you are whatever.
Look at the strike that's going on.
And you don't have to blow because you have these things in place where you can make a decent,
very good living. Most of the people who work in Hollywood we never see.
It's a fringe benefit.
Yeah.
Being a celebrity here is almost becoming like a cosmetic.
No, it's because a lot of people do that because it's the only way they can get any kind of living. While the reverse is in other places where you can make a living, and becoming a celebrity or becoming famous is a fringe benefit. It's icing. It's not the cake.
It's not the cake.
Now, if you can make, and I use this analogy a lot of time, you can have cake, very good quality cake. You can eat it for breakfast. You can have it with coffee. You can have it with dessert. With ice cream. You can have it without icing, but can you eat icing alone without cake? You'll get sick. And we like icing here.
Yeah.
We like it.
We like icing and no cake. Yeah. Now I want some good quality cake, but the ingredients are expensive.
Yeah.
And hard to come by.
Yeah.
Icing you can make out of nothing.
Out of nothing. So, we're running out of time. Would you believe it's almost done?
Wow.
Yeah, I know. It goes really fast. I know. But that's why you people have to come back. Next time I call you, also have to say, oh yeah, we're coming.
We'll come back. You must come.
So, Maki, let me talk quickly. Let's talk employment. Because that's one of the big issues in this country. That is one of Mr. President's KPI. You've got to reduce employment. MBS, forget what they said last year. Unemployment, rather. Is there employment in theatre, and does it employ lots of particularly young people?
A lot. Thousands. Unfortunately, we really can't account for them. Unfortunately, thousands. Every day. You want to talk of the Segun Adefilas in Badagry, in Bariga. You want to talk of Sheung. You want to talk of the one in Badagry. You want to talk of the one in Epe. I'm talking of Lagos alone. Because
let alone Ibadan.
NANTAP is across the nation. Ibadan, Oyo, they happen every
in the north.
day. In the north. Sokoto, Kaduna, every
and to interject that applied part of it.
Yes.
Applied art. You've got carpenters, you've got dressmakers, you've got tailors, you've got electricians.
This is why it is critical for government to invest in infrastructure for this sector. You invest in infrastructure for this sector, I assure you, unemployment in Nigeria will come to almost nothing.
Wow. So, I'm gonna come to you first, Najite.
Yes, ma'am.
One of the things President Tinubu said today is that he's not going to accept failure from any of his ministers.
That's nice.
And I've been asking everybody to set a KPI for pick an industry and set a KPI for the minister. Please set a KPI. KPI, key performance indicator that they will not, what they must do. Right, so 3 things you expect from Hannatu Musawa, who is the minister of this creative economy.
Invest in education. invest in actual buildings and structures where these people, after being educated, can do their
Practice.
IT and practice.
Yes.
That's all.
Infrastructure.
That's all.
The rest will come.
The rest will come. Maki, as Nantap, take your time. You've got like 3 minutes. Give her some KPIs.
Najite said it. You see, you want to empower people, you educate them. Yeah, capacity building.
Yeah.
You must build their capacity. After building their capacity,
When we say capacity building, and sometimes these things can be so broad that they kind of seem nebulous.
Training them on the job. You get to train them. The universities have to be empowered. Ministry of Education, the Ministry of Arts and Culture, Creative Economy has to work hand in hand with the Ministry of Education to go back to the university, because it starts there. All the performing arts department has to be trained. The lecturers, they have to be helped, because presently they are overwhelmed. They are seriously overwhelmed. So we have to help them, right? After which, right policies have to be in place. If there are no good policies to help the industry, all the money that is coming in, the government cannot tap into it. The government, the money the government wants to make from this industry is out there in the private space. And until you create the infrastructure, right? Until you create the infrastructure, probably those money will not be coming in. Run away from lies.
Get proper data.
Get proper data.
Work with the right people.
Work with the right people. A whole lot of people will come around and tell you stories of what they know, how they are the biggest in. No. Find out the association, the right ones, and work with
and
them.
codify beneficiary laws. Put them in the law that benefit artists and applied artists, or workers rather.
Until all these and so many more are put in place, this will just be shadows.
Yeah, and artists are at the mercy of whoever.
And thank you.
Yeah.
We've got what? I can take one call. 0700 993 993 993 014657190 0809 597 5805 is the WhatsApp. If you don't call, I'm going to say a big thank you to my guest, Najite.
Thank you.
On Najite Dede of Ojo in the House. What's the film you've got right now?
The House of Secrets on Prime Video.
Something about you and houses.
I know, right?
I don't know. Why are they now calling? People are now calling. Can I answer one call?
But it's the House of Secrets on Prime
Okay, is it
Video.
you they want to talk to, Najite? I don't know. They're calling now. Hello? Hello? Okay, you snooze, you lose. I don't have the time. Sorry. Hello? Oops. Hello? Oh, dear. Don't know what's up with the network. I tried to pick up your calls. There were 2 calls coming in. So, what we've got to go and watch you in
The House of Secrets,
which is on
Prime Video.
Prime Video. Okay. Makinde, the man with the full white hair. The hair doesn't go down. Oh gosh. Okay. Let me see if I can answer one call. Hello.
Hello.
Good afternoon. Good evening. Very quickly.
Yeah. Tomorrow you will bring another topic. Thank you.
Thank you.
You just to hear them day by day.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Victor.
Okay, I think that was a fan.
Yeah. Hello.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening. Hurry up. You've got 1 minute. Quickly.
Yes, my name is Stewart and I'm calling from Lekki.
Okay, go ahead, Stewart.
The creative industry is very important. And I think for tourism, it affects tourism as well, because creativity as it is, it attracts tourism. So I appreciate your guests.
Thank you.
The program in the studio. That is all I have to say for now. But
excellent.
Looking at the KPIs, setting out for the creative or the
for the minister, yeah.
Yeah, for the minister. I think let her invest more on the education.
Excellent.
Let there be enlightenment. Let there be reorientation around the creative industry. That is how creativity, and it's supposed to go beyond just Yoruba, the Igbo,
exactly.
the Hausa, the three major languages. That is goes beyond that, because we have a whole lot of languages and ethnicity around
thank you.
in Nigeria. So
thank
the creative industry has to go around and that is how impact can be created.
Super. Thank you for your call. And most important call, Najite Dede, theatre maker, director, actor. Adeniran Makinde. I don't know why you give your name backwards. Makinde Adeniran, Secretary General, National Association of Nigerian Theatre and Allied Arts Practitioners. How can I say thank you to both of you? Massive.
You.
Thank you.
Massive.
Thank you for having us on.
Thank you. You got to come back.
Yes, I will. Absolutely.
Yeah?
We'll come back.
Because we haven't even talked about the private sector and theatre.
Yeah.
Right?
Absolutely.
Thank you. God bless you.
Have a great day. Thank you.
Have
so
a
much.
wonderful
Thank you for
evening.
having us.
All right.
too.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
This is an infomercial.